Happy New Year to all Aquascapers. I wish you crystal clear water for 2024, just the same like this one. The left side of this 120p aquarium is taking shape. I glued 3 ironwood pieces, thin ironwood pieces together to work on the left side, and I have a very bulky structure on the right side, but also very beautiful. So welcome to the beautiful world of aquascaping. I am going to do a 120p tank today with red plants in the background, with the Josh Sim inspired, with Luca Galarraga inspired, multi-layer scape. Stay with me. Moving like crazy. I really need to take care of the distance between these two branches. Do you have enough reacting agent?
Yeah.
So I don't have to stand here for the next half an hour?
No.
There's not one piece of wood that can be ideal for your layout. If you want to build something, you need to build it from pieces. That's what Josh Sim taught us in his wonderful masterclass video. Thank you. Thank you, Gary. It's just more stinky like this now. It's not perfect, but it started, huh? See? Done. Oh, that would be nice. I love this. The main idea behind stems in the background, to have like a structure of wood in the foreground and to have as much perspective to the tank as possible. I should have these parallel to each other, as you can see from that camera. I love using this glue because it's like really strong. It binds everything together. I used a lot of reacting agent. I can feel that it's already healing. The label says that you should use about 5% perhaps, or 4%, but that's just a rule of thumb. No. Yes, maybe that. No, the problem is with this one, see? The end is not straight. Trial and error, all these aquarium builds. So let's see if I could actually use this as the main wood somehow in here. I could just use this on this side. There's a golden ratio point on this side. The general concept in this case is to have a big triangle which goes from the left side all the way up to the golden ratio point and then goes down on the other side. That's one triangle. The second triangle is the one that you already see in here in the middle, the V shape. Now this one is very intriguing. What I'm trying to do is to close this line at the base of these wood pieces so that I have a bulky, very textured wood area on the left side of the tank, so which would, you know, contrast with the right side. And then I can go a little bit lighter with these wood pieces here. What I'm going to do in this video, which is going to be quite different from the videos that we used before, we have some really good bacteria from ProDBio, and I can use that to cycle the tank. And actually ProDBio tells me that you can add 1/3 of your fish 4 hours after you fill up your tank. So you're going to be part of the fish selection, a much neglected topic on the channel. Oh, by the way, our social media posts actually cover the topic of introducing the fish. So if you follow our Instagram page, our Facebook page, TikTok page, and we have all kinds of social media channels, you will know quite a lot more about the process of the green aquascaping than from YouTube alone. Okay, so let's see what's happening with the bottom here. This adds a little bit perspective if I put it there. Yeah, see what I'm doing? I'm closing this towards there. Yeah, that's more, a little bit. Yes, that's how it should stand. This bag is filled with lava stones. I'm going to put it in the back for like filler. I would prefer to have plants behind this, which are somehow lit. That could act as a nice terrace. Most of the hardscape is ready. I will add some details later. We introduced some bags of crushed lava stones in the back to elevate the structure. And I need fine filter mesh now to cover the cracks so that the soil, when I pour it in, will not roll forward. ADA Power Sand Advanced L. I will pour that at the bottom on top of the crushed lava stone bags, and that will help with the biology, with the oxygenation of the soil. It will add nutrients to the stem plant's roots, so it's going to be helpful. Next one is tropical soil. That does not add any ammonia to the, not even initially to the aquarium, so it's going to be safe. By safe, I mean that it will not leach any ammonia, so it will be safe for the fish. We want to introduce the fish at the end of the video, after a couple of hours only. ProDBio told us that you need some soil that does not leach any ammonia into the tank, or at least not that much. And let's try to add smaller branches now to the back. I got it. I love the reddish color of this Colorado sand from EDA. It will complement the color of the rocks perfectly. Tank will look much bigger if you have a thin layer of sand in the foreground. I want to make a path in the back here. It should come here, and it should probably go up here somehow. The concept for planting is that I want to have as many red plants in the background as possible. Problem, we don't have the Rotala HRA on stock. Tommy sold it all to customers. We ship to most European countries. Thank you. These look great. They will instantaneously add some detail to this whole layout. And the green ones, also epiphyte plants. This is the Anubias pangolino that I'm using, one of the smallest Anubias. It has very small leaves. That will add to the scale of the whole layout. The more plants you add to the layout, the softer the layout will look. I will continue by adding the hairgrass. You can actually just plant it like that in the foreground, in patches. It will not run as fast as in soil, so it's going to be fine if you use it like that. Filtration is the single most important thing in the aquarium hobby. We have a professional 5E filter actually underneath this tank from Eheim. We have an external reactor connected to that filter to introduce the CO2 into the water. These plants need CO2, and they do need CO2 because they kind of eat CO2. The plant fertilizers are only the appetizers. All these plants will need CO2 carbon to grow. That's what they consume during the photosynthesis that they do. In addition to that, we do have 2 ADA solar RGB lights. If you have CO2 injection, then you can allow yourself to have a lot of light. And if you have a lot of light, you can have vibrant growth, plus the red colors will be beautiful. See how it opened up as I start to plant, and the greens come to the background. So it's, instead of, you know, just having some black background with the soil, you can actually see these wood pieces much better in front of the green. Oh, and if you want to know how to plant, check the link in the description, because there's a tutorial video that we made about how to plant, and you can also see it there. Next step is Pterogyne repens, and I want to add it here so that it covers the base of the stem plants, because sometimes the base of the stem plants can be ugly. Blixa, it's a greenish plant, but the top can be a little bit brownish. It's quite a fragile plant, very difficult to keep alive, but these guys were already in water before. Planting is the best therapy that I know, and maintaining aquariums. I love the psychological part of the hobby. I even made 2 videos on it. Let's start moving on to the back. It is a huge plant that would probably destroy the scale a little bit. Actually, maybe not. We can move on to the red plants. The super red, that is the main plant. This one is rotundifolia, which is a little bit like orangish compared to the palustris. The Laos one is a little bit greenish, as you can see on the picture. I'm going to use the Green Aqua gel type super glue for gluing the Monte Carlo here. Good news is I am done with planting, so now we're not going to stop the video. I'm not going to say goodbye because we're going to fill it up with water and we're going to introduce 1/3 of fish. So let's decide what kind of fish are we going to use. Espay, or should we use the Black Phantom Tetra Flame Rasbora for this one? We have a lot of red in the back. We didn't use Espay for a long time.
Do I have a vote on this?
Of course you do.
Angelfish?
All the guys from the camera say Flameus. All the experts say Espay. Yeah, so I say Flameus too. So let us know in the comments which one would you have preferred. But we think that the red fish would compensate the red colors from the background better. So please help me to fill it up until a point where we can add the bacteria. The key point it is that the startup, I'm going to use 4 ampoules of the ammonia like binder bacteria, and I'm going to use the biodigest, which is the food for bacteria. Let's fill it up, let's wait, let's introduce the fish. So I think this is the first video that you guys actually see what we're actually doing during the fill-up procedure. It's quite interesting. The 5E filter is a great product because it can help you with notifying you when it clogs. It can send you an email, it can send you a notification. We add the new fine filter mesh. Before we put it back, let's add some Purigen in it, please. Now we have a lot of ironwood, which can leach actually a lot of tannins into the water, coloring the water. So you can actually just get rid of that with the Seachem Purigen. I usually recommend to use a little bit more than the factory recommendation. He's plugging it in and it starts pulling water, ideally. If not, you can use the priming button.
No, it's priming itself.
All right, now it started, see? Perfect. The water is a little bit cloudy, but it will look crystal clear after a couple of days. Bacteria will start working, fine filter mesh will start working, mechanical filter media, so the whole thing will be looking cleaner. But filtration is not for that. Filtration is for nitrification, removing ammonia. The TDS of this one is 34, okay? Ideally, this whole thing should be at least 120. So right now we need to remineralize it. Let's get the little fish. I do hang them here to equalize the temperature. Okay, so now we are ready. We are going to wait a couple of hours until the bacteria starts to work. The whole tank will cycle. The ADA clear water is going to work, and then after that I'm going to release the fish in. And other than that, please stay with me because you're going to see how this whole thing looks like. Please let me know what kind of fish would you have chosen in here. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.